Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Shut Door or Door Shutter, coming back to you with episode 16 of Cottage Witch, and this is actually take 2 of this episode because I felt like the first attempt was a little too boring. I was looking at the Skulk Emitter or Skulk Transporting mod, and this mod is interesting. As you can see here, I've set up a farm. I actually set this up off camera, and this is 4 farms: wheat, onions, carrots, and cabbage. And then, of course, the chicken farms from last episode. And I set this up to transport all items using the skulk emitter. Okay? And one of the problems is the skulk emitter has very, very weird limitations. For example, you can see I have a whole bunch of these transmitters, and that is actually because they only transfer up to 8 blocks with a 20 block per second. So the further they are away, the slower this is going to be. There is like speed upgrades and stuff for the um, emitters and receivers, but it's not really the greatest. So I kind of looked at the mod and I was like, it's not the greatest. I really don't feel like it deserves an episode, because it is really cool if it were a little bit more flushed out and had a little bit more features, maybe like a linking feature or something, because you can't really link these kind of auto link, and I think that kind of ruins it a little bit. And I ran into some other issues with this mod, and so we're gonna kind of go and look at a mod I've added, which is called Ender Chest. This right here, what is this? Oh, this is a ring of ender chest. Anyway, this is actually only adding an ender pouch, which gives you access to your ender chest, which is exactly what the ring of ender chest does. An ender bag and an ender chest itself. So let's look at this. So let's grab an ender pouch, and I believe that's what this is, right? Gives you access to your ender chest, yeah. And then we can grab an ender chest, like a normal ender or a coated ender chest, I guess technically. And we're going to use this for transportation instead of the skulk stuff, because also I'm kind of afraid that this is going to be performance heavy after a while, right? I don't want to use this everywhere in my base and then regret it later. So we're going to get rid of this, which actually we're just going to use a hoe and then an axe, and then we're going to put an ender chest down. Let's grab some dirt here. There we go. And then, of course, if we grab some ender pearls, we can upgrade the storage on this by shift right clicking. There we go. Up to 27. Now it's just the size of a normal chest. And that's one thing I do like about this ender chest mod. I think I've done a mod spotlight on ender tanks. It's very similar to ender chest. It's made by the same mod author. But it's always kind of cool because it does require some upgrades to actually get full functionality out of it, which is fantastic. So down here I have the Skulk Receiver, and we're just going to take this out, and then we can actually take this out as well. So actually quickly toss some of this stuff away. Okay. And then ender chest, did I actually make this? Yes, I did. I just threw it in here. So let's set this here. Let's set this to that, and that should start pulling out, which is fantastic. So the reason I wanted this over Skulk, of course, is performance, but also the Skulk, it is just going to take so much to do. Like, it would be cool if we had like a range extender or something of that sort, but instead we really don't. So we're just going to keep that in mind. So let's toss this stuff away. Let's see, bowl, quantity, oak, iron, whole bunch of other stuff. And let's actually grab another ender chest on the same frequency. Oh, need a blaze powder. Ender pouch, ender chest. And let's actually quickly talk about what I've done with this, because of course I did not talk about the building that I'm currently standing in, which is a brand new building connected to the old building. I basically expanded our storage, and this is actually using a storage controller from Sophisticated Storage, which connects all of these chests into the controller just like a drawer system, and we're using an inventory cable connector to connect that We're using an inventory cable to connect the actual storage drawers. And of course, we have cables going over here that are pushing our raw materials in, and charcoal, which is actually being produced right here. So all the charcoal, the 5,000 charcoal we have in here currently, is not being used in any capacity. We're just going to use that later. So this is producing its own charcoal, smelting up the stuff, and then immediately going into the drawer. Okay, fantastic. Let's take a look at something else now. I want to get this set up because we do need to. And I think I want to actually eliminate this so we can actually then get all of this stuff in here. Of course, it's going to take a second to pull it all out. We're going to need to just get rid of these. That's fine. Okay. So now we can get rid of all this stuff, and that should simplify it. I know that this mod wasn't originally in here, but I believe that this mod is just, it's fundamentally like something that should be in here. And honestly, if you really wanted to, it would be kind of cool to integrate that into Ars Nueva's crafting. For example, if you wanted to, you could do like blaze rod, blaze rod, blaze rod, blaze rod, and then obsidian, 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 and then a chest in the center. Or, you know, ender pearl or eye of ender here or whatever. And basically, you could take the crafting recipe that's currently in here. Hold on. Currently in here. So a piece of wool, 3 obsidian, 4 blaze rods, and an ender pouch, and actually require Ars Nueva to be used. I mean, that would be a way to make that more balanced if you're focusing on the kind of witchy aspect of these mods. That would be a cool thing to do instead of not including it and including something that is like the Skulk transportation mod. Because this mod, while it is good, I don't think it's actually been updated in a while. I think it was made for like a Forge mod jam, and then it kind of just was abandoned. So, I mean, hopefully they add more features to it. I didn't really see anything more, but hopefully in the future we'll see some more stuff from that. All right, let's move on here. I also quickly want to mention that I did build a surrounding for the villager trading area because I actually had 3 of them die. I guess lightning struck, and that caused them to turn into witches. I didn't even realize it until it was, you know, too late. But I still can get them back. You know, I can get the trades. I don't even know what trades they were, in all honesty. I probably can look at old footage and find out. But yeah, now this one is a fletching villager. These 2 were enchanted villagers, or the librarians. So, but yeah, I did create an enclosure so that doesn't happen again. I really haven't taken a look too much into our stuff. So we've got automation, right? What do we got? I'm kind of looking for something in specifically. If I can find it here. What is a void prism? Destroys any spell projectiles, huh? I think it's this guy. Yeah, it's you. So, the Drygmy charm. Drygmies are often found following and tending to animals around it. They can be found anywhere, though somewhat rarely. Drygmies can be given a home in the world and will produce items from nearby monsters and animals as if they were slain without harming them. A wild Drygmy can be befriended by throwing a Wilden horn near it, or you may dye a Drygmy cyan, orange, or brown. Okay, so quickly I found a Drygmy. We're going to turn off my magnet real quick. Okay. So that's all we need to do is we need to get Drygmy shards, which I actually want to get a handful of these, I think. Let's see where... See if I can find another one real quick. Alright, so let's make a Drygmy charm, which is going to be apple, wheat, carrot, seed. Not in that order, probably, but that's okay. And then 1, 2, 3 fish. And then Drygmy shard. And this should make a charm. Now what we do with this charm, I have no idea. We'll figure it out. I just know I need one. Okay. So, with this, let's see. To summon a Drygmy, use a Drygmy charm on a block of mossy cobblestone. After a short time, the cobblestone will transform into a Drygmy hinge and summon your Drygmy. Summon additional Drygmies. Use more charms on the hedge. Casting, dispel, or killing the Drygmy will return your charm. A Drygmy considers its home to be 10 blocks in every direction from its home. The Drygmy will use the area to produce items and entities nearby. Your Drygmy efficiency is dependent on its happiness. This may be increased for each entity nearby within a bonus of each type in its home. Once maximum progress has been reached, the hinge will generate items experience then in by nearby inventories. Each time this occurs, the hinge will require source to recharge the number of drops in equivalent. Okay, so we basically need to build this nearby. So 10 blocks from the center. Moss, cobblestone as well. Okay, so let's look at this. Do we have like a is it quirk or is it cyclic? I don't even remember. Tape measure? No. Okay. I probably might add that as well. Let's place that there for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I mean, that's decent. So let's just do this. Okay. So let's grab some source. So we want a source jar. Probably a few source jars, actually. We'll put 4 source jars around this. So we will do... Let's just do source jars around here. And we'll grab some chests. Let's just grab oak iron chest here. We'll plop that down right there. And let's grab some relays. We're probably going to do this a little sketchily because I don't actually have the best relay set. So we're going to have to kind of make this a little bit janky compared to what I would love to do. But I need to go to the end for that. So we're going to do a source relay. And actually, if I look at source relay, I probably want to grab the depositor. So let's grab 4 hoppers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's grab this real fast so we can just take a nap. Okay, let's quickly go make a depositor one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relay. And while that's going, let's place this down here. Let's grab a Dominion wand. Okay. And let's set that for... how far can I set? Can I set it to this? Okay. We might be losing source on that one, but I'm not sure. Okay. And then from here, can I just do this? And that should just start depositing. Okay. Let's let that go. So now the next thing we need to figure out is what in the world is the Drygmy charm fully used for, right? Besides creating the little hobble. So containment jars allows you to capture and store mobs for transportation or decoration. To capture a mob, you must perform a ritual of containment. See the ritual of containment for more information. To release a mob, cast Dispel on the jar. Can be traded within a jar, periodically resetting its trades. Can be traded with by throwing gold ingots at the jar. A jar delay can pick up and deposit items within 5 blocks of the jar. Giving the delay item will cause it to only pick up that item. Huh. Oh, that would be cool. Can we do that for a warden? Doesn't look like it. But these basically just give you special things. So I'm kind of curious if we could. I mean, that might be something to look at. Okay, so containment. Which requires a vexing. Let's go pop over to the forest probably then. Because we have that Ars forest behind us. Let me go over there, grab some vexing archwood, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I actually captured this phantom a little while ago, and we're going to try and contain it. So we're going to do this, and we're going to right click, and this should contain this phantom. Okay, I'm thinking we can pick this up and bring him over here. This was actually just kind of me being curious because I genuinely had no idea if we could capture a phantom in a container jar, but apparently we can. And let's see if we grab. Where's my sleeping bag? Just trying to go to sleep real quick so we can get over here with the daylight, of course. So if we do this, let's put him on the chest side here. So this guy should maybe move him closer a little bit. This guy should be able to detect him and kind of start harvesting mob drops from this phantom, which is going to be interesting. Okay, yeah, looks like, see, there we go. I don't know what in the world that animation was, but the more charms we get, the better, by the way. I don't know how many we can put in here, but that'll be fantastic. So my next question, which is going to be a deadly question, is can we do a warden? Genuinely, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if this will even be possible, but I'm going to try it, and I might die doing it. So let's try this out. Let me get some levels real fast, and I will be back here in a second. All right, going to the ancient city here. Oh, he's right here. Okay, back home. Oh man, I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm actually kind of surprised the lasso even contained him. Okay, we need a container jar. Or is it? Yeah, it's containment jar, not container jar. Okay. All we need to do is basically keep him in this radius. Oh my goodness, it worked. Holy cow. I did not expect that to work at all. I genuinely was not expecting that to happen in the slightest. Oh goodness. Okay. Um we're gonna place this guy. How many did we put him out? 2. 1, 2. We're gonna put him here. Oh, that surprised me. Okay, so we need to get some more Drygmy charms. I have 2 more shards. You know what? Let's go put him by the Phantom. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a couple or 2 more of those Drygmy charms, which I believe is a few items that we already have. Carrot, wheat, apple, cod. And then I believe the source gems. Yeah, I need to get a few more source gems. So let me get those and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got 2 more Drygmy charms. And we're going to run down here. We're actually going to right click and right click. And that should give us 2 more. I am just hoping that they drop stuff. I don't know how we make this any more efficient. I mean, we can look, I guess. Let's see. Let's grab out the Mage Spellbook here real quick. Production, happiness, containment jar. Okay, I don't really see anything then. Okay. Unless this chest is not, like, compatible. That might be a thing. Let's make sure we just put down a normal chest as well. See if one of these works and the other one doesn't or something. Hmm. Okay. I'm not 100% sure if I've even doing this right, but we'll leave it be. Um, and what we can start doing, of course, is now capturing basically any mob that we want, right? So, for example, if we look up lasso, we do have other types of lassos. So here's a diamond lasso. This might not be a bad option to grab. Let's see. We do that, and then we do a diamond lasso. We get this, which should allow for us to capture any mob. So, for example, if I wanted to, if we go find a squid real quick, let me find one. Okay, so this actually is working, and we did get two Heart of the Deep from this, which are portal activators. We really don't need those. I was kind of hoping we'd get the other drop from the Warden, but it may be a player-only drop. Let's see. Well, no, this one's killed by player. This one just says affected by looting. Okay, it's kind of interesting. But I have added a few more creatures to our thing. We've got a zombie, blaze, warden, phantom, salmon, bison, spider, and a sheep. I just added the sheep. But so the way this works, from what I understand, is it takes a certain amount of time for the Drygmy to get their hedge up to 100%, and once it hits 100% is then when the loot generates. So it's not going to be every time this green bubble comes in. It's going to be every time this hits 100, which we won't know that until the loot's produced, basically. So I think with that, we are actually going to wrap up this episode. I am going to go look for some more creatures. Basically, anything that drops something, I believe, can be put into one of these. So if we wanted to look here, of course, we could look. I'm kind of wondering if we could actually capture a wither. That might be interesting. Or a wither skeleton actually might not be a bad option either. Okay. So we've got some things to look at, right? I definitely do want to take a look at maybe getting a wither skeleton. I mean, even a zombie piglin. Actually, that might not be a bad option. Let's try something else real quick as well. Before I wrap this up, let's grab a pumpkin. You guys might be able to see where I'm going with this, but hopefully we can get this to work. I don't know if this will work, but we're going to go try. So actually grab a pair of shears as well. Let's head up to the containment area. I don't know why I chose this to be the containment area. I guess it's just because it's out of the way, which works for me, I guess. All right. Jar, block, 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 pumpkin, shear it. Okay. I mean, if that works, then that should be an iron golem. I'm thinking a zombie piglin is next, or a zombie pigman, whatever. I don't even know what you call them anymore. Piglins, I think, is what they're called, even though they were originally called pigmen. So that should be iron. I'm also going to work on getting some Drygmies, more of them. I don't know how many we can have per hedge, but I want to get a few more of them. And that sounds fantastic. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see what we get up to with all of these different mobs. I plan on actually trying to capture an Ender Dragon, but we'll see about that one. I'm not 100% sure if we'll be able to, but that'll be something to look forward to. Thank you guys. Stay awesome. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.